Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today is, well, the last few days have been the small yet strong event on Pokemon GO. We're going to be doing a bit of that today, walking around trying to get some of these bug type spawns and hopefully try and get some shinies as well. So we'll be talking a bit about the event as we go around, and we'll be dropping a luck egg on as well, just to try and make the most of the 2x catch XP that's currently on offer. And we'll also be doing our daily incense, so loads to come on this live stream. Hey Dan, how are you? Thanks so much for dropping in. So let's go ahead and put on our lucky egg, and we'll also put our daily adventure incense on, and we will also go ahead and do roar of time, just to make it all last a little bit longer. We'll extend it by 18 minutes. Yeah, I'm good, thanks very much. Right, let's get catching these Pokemon as much as we can with excellent throws. They're going to be the key to try and get that XP up as much as we can during the live stream. So it's 2x catch XP as we mentioned before, but with each excellent throw, if you lucky egg it, it will roughly be around about 4,500 XP per excellent throw, so definitely a lot worth getting. There's an Articuno off the Daily Adventure Incense. We have our first Galarian Bird of today, but no shiny with 47 CP, so this is a level 1. And there's an excellent throw, so we can't do much better than that. Is it going to stay in the ball? Yes, it has! Get in! We've also got it! Get in! We've got a level 1 Galarian Articuno straight away on the live stream. Get in! What a way to start the live stream. That is amazing. Hey Rev, how are you? Thanks so much for dropping in. Yes, level 40, well, CP 47 as well. Let's go. Still hunting for a shiny one, unfortunately. Unfortunately, one wasn't shiny. But that is amazing. Very cool way to start the live stream. Now let's try and get some more excellent throws going. Absolutely buzzing after that. That is wicked. Was not expecting a level 1 Galarian Bird to appear off a daily. Crazy start, exactly. Level 1. So let's see if we can also just connect to our Pokemon GO++, and that will hopefully start spinning some Pokestops for us on the way. Yeah, my buddy's attracted it, yeah. The Galarian Moltres that we have as our buddy has brought out the other Galarian that we've just managed to catch. Really, really cool going. Persian in the wild, that's a little bit of a weird odd spawn there. Oh, Nymble there, I just realised that. It's a little bit hard to spot sometimes, Nymble, with just how small it is. Well, we'll just have a quick look as well at the XP. Just over 300,000 into this current million, so I'm hoping to get to 592 million by the end of today. That'll be, I started today on 590 million, so trying to get 2 million in one day is hopefully doable. Are you going to come back down, Burmy, or are you going to stay up there? Burmies are very, very annoying during this event. We just keep flying upwards and never seem to come back down. Super annoying. Best way is just to run away from them and re-click on them. It will recenter them back onto the screen. You could do that with any Pokemon. That gets rather annoying, that moves. Getting a few excellent throws off, which is good. Houndoom off for daily. Nice spawn. It can be shiny. No shiny one. Obviously, with its Mega already being released, it is one of the ones that can be shiny in the wild now as an evolution. Any Pokemon that has a Mega evolution already released onto the game can be found shiny in the wild and has a 1 in 128 shiny odds. Used to be 1 in 64, but Niantic increased it to 1 in 128. But it's been a while since I've seen a wild Houndoom, that's for sure. I don't think I've seen a wild Houndour for ages. Probably since a Halloween event. Flabébé seems a decent, excellent throw to do. Burmy just is a little bit annoying. Hey, thanks very much for joining the live stream. Big shout out to you. Hopefully you have a very, very good birthday on Valentine's Day. Have you got much planned? Are you doing much? Great throw. Not very good. Need to get more excellent throws for the XP. Dynamo is definitely one of those Pokemon. It's had a community day in the past, but it's definitely one of those that you really do struggle to see whether it is shiny or not. It's only very, very slight difference. Now, of course, as well, during this event, small yet strong event, we have the increased chance of seeing extra small and extra large Pokemon. And that is why you've probably seen that over the last couple of days yourself. But it is also 2 times catch XP, but all that as well ends today. Oh, awesome. Pizza party. Can't be a pizza party. Well, I hope you have a very good day. Thanks so much for dropping in on the live stream. But yeah, 2 times catch XP during this event, as well as all these Burmy and Natu and Dynamo, all these small yet strong Pokemon are spawning in the wild. All that will finish at 8 PM tonight, so only the last few hours here. Depending on where you are in the world, it might have already finished, or you might have another full day at it. If you live in the likes of America, you might only just be in the morning there on the last day. So hopefully you can try and get one of these shiny Nymble, the brand new shiny release of this event. Now, Nymble shiny is quite a funny topic, really, because of course many people know and many people don't know, but shiny Nymble was actually released last year, around about 6 months ago now. If you remember, around about 6 months ago there was a bit of chaos with the GBL rewards. If you got to the rank where you could encounter the legendary Pokemon on GBL, people actually started encountering the black and white Kyurem on the GBL rewards, if you can remember back then. And as well as that mistake, around the same time, Niantic also released shiny Nymble in the wild around about 6 months ago, and a few people around the world managed to get it. And just like the white and black Kyurem, the ones that managed to get that, Niantic reverted it. So anybody who'd got a shiny Nymble at that time, or a white and black Kyurem from the GBL Awards, had it reverted to a normal Kyurem and a normal Nymble. So not the best to have that happen to you, thinking you've got a very, very rare shiny and then have it taken away from you. But this is the first time officially that it's been released worldwide. Of course, they quickly fixed the mistake and made it non-shiny again. That's a nice Locketick. Very good one for GBL. I think it's okay in Great League. I think it does have quite a few moves that are quite good for Great League. I'm not a massive PvP player. Yeah, he's not too bad. I'm not a massive PvP player, unfortunately. I mainly stick to PvE. And of course, this weekend we also have the Community Day tomorrow. Carablast and Shelmet Community Day, 2 p.m. till 5 p.m. local time. Is anybody who's watching the stream, are we doing the Community Day tomorrow? And if so, which one are you hunting for more? Do you need them both shiny, or are you just after one? For me, it's the Shelmet. I'm definitely hunting that Shelmet. Of course, Community Day odds 1 in 25, so it should be relatively easy to be able to get those shinies tomorrow. But I have managed to get a few Carablast shiny already. Both of them have had their shiny release before. It isn't a brand new shiny release on Community Day. They've already been released shiny about a year or so ago now. They both got released. And I've managed to get the Carablast, but it is just that Shelmet that's been eluding me. So hopefully we can get that tomorrow. Natu. Natu's a little bit annoying to catch. Sometimes it does come, there's a bit of a higher level, which is bad if you're trying to use normal Pokeballs. But I think we managed to catch that one just. Yeah, they are both quite nice shinies, to be honest. Of course, both of them they are part of a trade evolution. So if you haven't got any lucky trades that you could potentially do tomorrow, then you could do them and it will be free to evolve. But if you don't want to do that and you just want to evolve the ones you've got, it is going to cost 200 candies for both Carablast and Shelmet. Of course, they only evolve once. There's no 2-stage evolution with them. It is just a 1-stage evolution. But 200 candies for a normal evolve of either of them, or it is completely free if you want to trade it with another trainer. But yeah, it should be a good Community Day tomorrow. And both of them are very nice shinies. And there's even more XP up for grabs tomorrow. 3 times catch XP during the Community Day event hours, 2 till 5. So hopefully loads of excellent throws and loads of XP on offer tomorrow. Two Nymbles here. This is incidentally where I had my first shiny Nymble this morning. If you've not already seen the YouTube short on my channel, I posted it this morning. We did have a little early morning walk this morning and we managed to get a shiny Nymble in this exact spot here. So unfortunately those Nymbles there weren't shiny, but potentially this one is. No, not that time round, but it is a very, very cool shiny. One of the nicest shinies that have been released for quite some while, I would say. Yeah, it is full odds Nymble shiny. It is 1 in 512. It's not boosted. In fact, there's no boosted shinies during this current event that's on. Next week we have the Desire. What's that event next week? Can't remember now. Is it Delame's Desire event? I think it's that. Again, we have 2 times catch XP for that. And we do have a few boosted shiny odds during that event as well. But on this event, we have no boosted shinies, unfortunately. But we do have those boosted extra large and extra small spawns. Now, of course, the new Pokedex has rolled out as well. How is everybody finding the new Pokedex? Are you enjoying it? Are you not so happy with it? I'm a little bit on the fence with it at the moment, is my honest opinion. I like the new register to Pokedex. It also registers to Pokedex if it's a brand new shiny for you, not just a new Pokemon, which is cool. So that I like, and the effects that come up. If you've not already seen it, check out that YouTube short where I did catch that shiny Nymble this morning, and you'll see the registered to Pokedex effect that it goes through. Very, very cool. I do like that. But in terms of the look of the Pokedex, I'm not sure if I like it. And the Court 44 in the top right-hand corner there, I don't too know what that corresponds to, because I've definitely caught more than 44, as you can see. So I really don't know what that number means. At first I thought it might be hundos, but I don't think it is, because I've caught a lot more than 44 hundos. Let's type in, yeah, 767. So it's definitely not hundos. So I don't know what it could be, that 44. Nymble off a daily. So yeah, I think ignore that court in the top right hand corner. Again, it's changed now, 367. If we go back on, 586. I mean, it just keeps going up. I have no idea. And I don't like how all these buttons across the bottom are not in a section on their own. It would be better if the Pokedex section was only half the screen, and then you had, so it wasn't, so you couldn't see the remaining Pokedex behind it, if you know what I mean. Like that. If you had that blue section at the bottom there, that light blue that came up with it, it would look a lot better in my opinion. But yeah, I'm not a massive fan of it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Perhaps it's just going to take some time getting used to. I know we've been working on it for quite some time. I know they released it around about a week ago, and then they took it down. And that was mainly due to the fact that you could actually see unreleased shinies and what they look like in the Pokedex. So that's why they had to remove it, so we could fix that issue, so we couldn't give away what the shinies look like before we got released. Similar to the issue we had with Ditto, if you remember, a couple of years ago, where if you were attacking a Ditto with a shiny Ditto, the Pokemon you was attacking, whatever it was, that was defending the gym, obviously Ditto would transform into that Pokemon it was attacking, and it would be a shiny variant because you were using a shiny Ditto. So that way you could see loads of shinies of unreleased Pokemon on the game just by using a shiny Ditto when you attack a gym. There's hardly going to be any more Pokemon spawns, annoyingly. Going back up. Being like we're just coming the same way as we've gone. Excellent throw that time. Joltik is probably the most annoying to try and get an excellent throw during this event, just with how tiny it is. Doesn't give you much of a circle to try and throw at. Now, because the Dialga Roar of Time is finished and we're struggling for spawns, I'm going to use Spatial Rend just to try and give us some more spawns. Now, unfortunately, I can't see the message that's just come through on the comments down below. Thanks very much for watching, by the way, but unfortunately I can't see the message because it hasn't translated it, so I apologise for not being able to read that last comment out. Articuno, no shiny, 2637, so the second Galarian Articuno that we've seen so far this Spotlight Hour. No excellent throw that time. Surely that one's around. Yeah, a lot higher CP than the first one. 2637. Let's see if we can get back on the excellent throwing. And get some more XP before this event finishes at 8 PM. So as you can see, we can see a lot more spawns now further out because of that Spatial Rend used, that adventure effect from the Palkia. It does make a huge difference, that Spatial Rend effect does, but obviously you can only have that one or the other on. If you're using Dialga Roar of Time, then you can't have Spatial Rend on, unfortunately, and vice versa. So you can only use one at a time. So that is why we did the Roar of Time first, and then we've gone now to the Spatial Rend, just to try and get those further out spawns. So we've got more to catch on the way back up. Tiny Joltik. Annoyingly bounce a Pokeball away. Another huge Joltik this time. A huge Joltik just doesn't want to stay the ball. There it is. Ooh, that's a nice spawn. Haxorus. Well, not Haxorus. The middle form of Axew and Haxorus is Fracture. Really nice incense spawn. Have we managed to catch it that time? We haven't. And now it's run away. Another bird off the incense, but this time it's just a Tranquil, so no Galarian bird, but still managing to get 2 Galarian birds off the same daily incense is very good going. Of course, we have used that Roar of Time, but we only used it for around about 18 minutes. Now, if you're tuning in for a live stream, it's the first time tuning in, then please hit that subscribe button. Trying to build up these subscribers on the channel so that we can keep doing more and more live streams in the days and weeks ahead. And of course, we have got an action-packed February. Now, I can't see many of the comments that are going on down below because I can't translate it while I'm on the live stream, unfortunately. So I do apologise for that. See Toddle on the daily. When is this Burmy going to come back down? There we go. Excellent throw finally on it. Come on, Burmy. There we go. And now it's gone back up again. This one definitely likes to move around. Finally managing to hit an excellent throw on it. Clauncher on the Daily Adventure. Now, this is one of the ones that I want shiny. No, unfortunately not. Clauncher still remains one of my most wanted shinies of 2025. Again, another video up on the channel. The shiny I'm really after during this live stream is, of course, another Nymble. I've managed to get one so far, but I would love to get the family complete, have one of each. But I don't mind a few of the shinies. Obviously, Burmy, with just having so many different variants. And of course, if you get the male Burmy, you can only evolve it into the Mothim. So really, you're after those female ones and potentially just one of the male ones. But the female ones all have a different evolution, with different variants. So those ones are really annoying to try and get the family of. As we try and get that one behind the back of that stop there. Perhaps getting it from that way, just. Joltik on the daily. So we've got 4 minutes left of a Daily Adventure Incense. A Daily Adventure Incense that's given us 2 Galarian Birds so far. One on one of the very first encounters of it. A Galarian Articuno, a level 1 Galarian Articuno in fact. And we managed to catch that one. And then the second was another Galarian Articuno. And to be honest, I'd thought more recently that the Galarian Articuno was perhaps the one I've seen the least of in terms of the Galarian Birds. I've seen more of the Zapdos and Moltres than I have of the Articuno, and then we go ahead and see 2 in the same Daily Incense, so that is very, very cool. Burmy just moving in the last seconds. Come back down, Burmy. In fact, I'll just re-click on you. There we go. Excellent throw. That's what we wanted. Geodude all the way out there. Nymble, no shiny Nymble. It's excellent to jolt it then. Huge Nymble. Still no shiny. Bit of a higher CP Oricorio. Perhaps try and use a great throw, or a great ball, shall I say. What a terrible throw that is for Oricorio. Didn't even deserve to catch it that time. Miltank. Very nice shiny Miltank. Do some absolutely terrible throws at the moment. There we go. Excellent throw. The nice thing about this small yet strong event, I think most of, if not all the spawns actually, can be shiny now. Now the shiny Nimble's been released. All the other spawns were already released shiny. So there is a lot of shinies on offer for this event, and a lot of XP on offer as well. There is the Daily Adventure Incense complete. We caught that first Galarian Articuno right at the front. The first Daily Incense spawn, in fact. Or the first one we caught. That Galarian Articuno. Level 1, 47 CP. Very, very cool spawn. Just a shame it wasn't shiny. Still hunting for our first ever Galarian shiny. Galarian Bird shiny. Huge Nymble there. Yeah, I'm hoping we'll get it this year at some point. I'm hoping the shiny Galarian Birds do start appearing for us throughout this year. Even awesome, even more awesome if we can get one on a live stream at some point. That is awesome. Yeah, that is super lucky, that is. I know a few people in my local community who have got at least one of each now, if not two of a couple of ones, which is just crazy. I've definitely seen, I would say I've seen around about 12 or 15 since the shiny has been released. I used to do my Daily Adventure Incense every single day and extend it for around about 2 hours when the shiny first got released, and saw absolutely nothing, which really, really aggravated me. So more recently, I've just been doing the 15 minutes every day. I've not been doing a row of time on them every time. We tend to tie it in with when we're using row of time for a lucky egg. So on community day tomorrow, I'll probably put it on for the whole 3 hours, because I'll put one lucky egg on and then do row of time for the remaining 3 hours. So then it just makes everything last a little bit longer. So we may get some more spawns tomorrow if we're lucky during that community day. Yeah, whereas before we were just putting a row of time on for solely to extend that Daily Adventure Incense, now we just try and tie it in with other things that we're doing to make more use out of a row of time, because Dialga candy is running very, very low at the moment. Even with Dialga recently being in raids, and we did quite a lot of raids of them, we still just need to be careful on how much Dialga candy we do use. Now obviously today is the end of a small yet strong event. Tomorrow will be the end of the legendary flight event. So that will see the last of the Dynamax legendary birds, which is Moltres. That will disappear from the max stops on Sunday night into Monday morning. That will disappear, and then we will go to the more conventional Max Mondays, of which we should just be able to put a YouTube video up on Monday. When we do the next Max Monday, it will be back to the level 1 Dynamax Pokemon, and we normally do a YouTube video as we're heading around trying to do those using just our free particles mainly. We don't use many particle packs unless it's something that we really, really want. But an interesting thing I did see the other day was the code for the Gigantamax Machamp has been added into the game. So these people who read all the codes and can see what's coming up before it actually gets announced, because it's been added into the code. I did see on there that Gigantamax Machamp has been added into the code, so that is potentially the next Gigantamax battle day we're going to have, Gigantamax Machamp, which makes sense because of course we've had Gigantamax Kingler more recently, and we had the Dynamax Krabby released just before it, so it meant that people were willing to spend the particles on Krabby because it was a new Dynamax, and then they'd want to spend the particles again because the Gigantamax released. Now we've already had Dynamax Machop released, so people have had time to get and build up their Dynamax Machamps, and now they will release the Gigantamax Machamp, which will probably just outdo the Dynamax version, but of course is a lot harder to take down. So makes sense how they're doing it, but that is why I've always reiterated to people on the live streams and on any videos I've done when we're talking about the Dynamax Pokemon and Gigantamax Pokemon, is just bear in mind how much particles you do spend on certain Dynamax Pokemon, because certain ones do also have a Gigantamax form. So Krabby, for example, Gigantamax Kingler, which we've had released in the game more recently. Then we've also got that Machamp we've just spoke about. So don't spend too many particles on the Dynamax Machop. And then, of course, the other ones, there is a list online that you can see of which all the Pokemon that do have Gigantamax forms. Safe bets are the likes of Excadrill that doesn't have a Gigantamax form, so doing Drillbuzz is a rather nice one to do, as well as Beldum. Metagross does not have a Gigantamax form, so again, it is a nice one to do. You know that at least it's not going to get outclassed by a Gigantamax version. Dynamax is the only thing that Metagross can do. So just bear that in mind when you are going around doing these Dynamax. Don't spend too many particles on something that could potentially have a Gigantamax release. But for a full list of all the ones that can Gigantamax, even the ones that haven't been released on the game yet, you can go online and find that information out. There's around about 29, I want to say, something like that. About 27, 29 Pokemon that have Gigantamax versions, whereas Dynamax, there's around about 400 different Dynamax ones, so there's loads of them to get through. I hate when this happens. I mean, I don't know what's happening with the game here. It's completely bugging out. Every time I try and rotate round, it just bugs out. It's like it's listening to Kylie Minogue or something. I'm spinning around. So while it's just having a bit of a tantrum, sometimes going on your buddy sorts a problem, and while we're there, we might as well just feed it. There we go. A lot better. I don't know why it fixed it, but sometimes going on your buddy and then going back off it fixes these little glitches that you can find. A lot of the time, the glitch where your screen just doesn't move and you can't click on things, that can soon be fixed by just going onto your buddy and backing out. A lot of people tend to restart the game, but sometimes that just takes a long time to do, to load back up again. So the quickest way is definitely to go onto your buddy and then jump back off, and that should fix the issue. It's definitely always my first port of call anyway. A level 1 Fearow. Again, another weird wild spawn. Let's try that one again. There we go, excellent throw that time. Don't know how I managed to get an excellent throw all the way up there. That was a little bit difficult. It's a lot easier to get the excellent throw on Burmy when it stays down. Still no shiny Nymble. That is a little bit annoying. Definitely a clutch. Came out excellent throw from up there. Weedle's normally quite a nice one to do an excellent throw on. Loads of spawns down here. Trying to get the most out of this lucky egg that we've currently got on, and that Roar of Time. Sorry, not Roar of Time, Spatial Rend, as you can see, with the increased distance. Great for on that occasion. Now, it definitely appears to be, I know this place here, this dark green patch on the game, I know this is a nest here, so it definitely seems to be a Dwebble nest. Dwebble's not featured in this event, and yet there's quite a few Dwebbles down here, so it seems to be a Dwebble nest in this area. Obviously another one that can be shiny, another full odds one, 1 in 512. Of course, next week we've got the next event, but the week after that we've also got another event, which is the release of the shiny Scatterbug, and that's going to be very, very interesting. Of course, Scatterbug is only obtainable through pinning those gifts, so hopefully you've got a few people around different regions over the world that you can pin their gifts and get the different Scatterbugs, and only during that event it is increased shiny odds. I don't know what that is going to be in terms of increased. I don't know what it is going to be rate wise. Might be like 1 in 20, might be 1 in 64. I don't know what odds the shiny Scatterbug is going to be when it goes back to full odds after that event. Potentially, will it go back to full odds? Will it be 1 in 512 for a Scatterbug shiny? Just seems a little bit too much, that does. Bear in mind, you can only open and pin so many gifts every day. It just seems a little bit excessive if you do make it a full odd shiny after that event. So I can see it being increased around about 1 in 20 and then going to 1 in 64 after the event. Hey, how are you? Thanks so much for dropping in. But yeah, shiny Scatterbug is going to be a very interesting shiny release in the next couple of weeks. And then, of course, we have the Road to Unova tour. Which is a raid hour every single day. And then, of course, we have the Unova tour global at the start of March. So the in-person Unova tours are throughout of February, the first one being next week, I believe, next weekend. I don't think there's any this weekend. I think it's next weekend the first in-person tours are. And then it is again the weekend after, and then the weekend after that is the start of March, and that is when we get the global Unova tour, which is going to be a super cool event. Obviously, the release of white and black Kyurem. So those are going to be fusion, similar to the Necrozma, Dawn Wings and Dustmane. They're going to be fused, so you have to fuse your Kyurem with your Reshiram or Zekrom. So that is how you get the white and black Kyurem. So Reshiram is of course a white Kyurem, black Kyurem is of course the Zekrom. So fusing those with the normal Kyurem, and the Kyurem has to know Glaciate as a move. So fuse it, and then it'll become one Pokemon very similar to the Dustmane and Dawn Wings on the Necrozma. And it will take all its stats from the Kyurem, not from the Zekrom or Reshiram. So you really do want a decent Kyurem to use for that. Potentially a Hundo if you've got one, or a decent shiny one. That'll be very nice indeed if you've got that. And I would fully expect white and black Kyurem to be on raids during the Unova tour. And when you defeat him, it turns back into a Kyurem similar to Necrozma. And then I wouldn't be surprised if in weeks and months ahead, same way that we did with Necrozma, we did a Necrozma raid day a couple of weeks ago. First weekend, or within the first couple of weeks of January, we did a Necrozma raid day. And I would fully expect that we did something similar with Kyurem, the white and black Kyurem being on raids during a raid day. Potentially later on this year, I could fully expect that to happen. So Lucky Egg is finished. Roar of Time has finished. We'll just head up here. We'll spin this Pokestop, see what's around here spawn wise, and then we will finish the stream for today. If you've enjoyed watching the stream, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel as well. We will be live again for the Spotlight Hour on Tuesday, and hopefully we can go live again this time next week, either Friday or Saturday next week, for the next event on Pokemon GO. But there'll be loads of videos going up on the channel over the next few days and weeks. So please hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell so you don't miss those new uploads. But unfortunately, the Nymble spawns have seemingly dried up this last half an hour or so. First half an hour we saw quite a few Nymbles. Second half an hour, not so many. So let's have a quick look and see what we have managed to catch during the live stream. Did we manage to get any hundos? We have. We have got a hundo Dynamo during that live stream, which was quite a cool spawn there. Caught him a wild. Hundo Dynamo, very, very cool. So that was caught on the live stream just. That is a nice hundo there. And then, of course, we did have that level 1 Articuno, the first incense spawn that we had. Very, very cool. Level 1 Galarian Articuno, 47 CP, caught with an Ultra Ball. And we did, of course, hit that excellent throw on it, which just made it a little bit easier to catch as well. So that was also our first daily adventure spawn of today. Now, shiny-wise, we haven't had any shinies during the live stream annoyingly, but we did have that shiny Nymble earlier today. Very, very cool shiny. The catch video, the YouTube short, is up on my channel if you want to go check it out. Very, very cool. And as I said before, very, very cool Pokedex entry effect as well. When you've caught a new shiny, make sure to go check that YouTube short out to see what that looks like. So that is it for today's YouTube live stream. Thanks very much for joining us. Make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe on the channel. Thanks very much, and I'll see you again on the next one. Bye for now.